Hello, it's Cassandra from Healing from Within. Happy holidays and happy Monday. I am so excited to share with you this information on how to trust your guidance. So the first things that I want to talk to you about is there's three main things I feel are very important. It's like the foundation of how you're living your life. It's what you are believing, what you are valuing, and what you are believing you are worth. So those are the three things that I feel that are so important that you move from in your day. And so you got to be really clear about what those things are and what you're thinking about those things as you're making the decisions, or otherwise you're going to be making decisions that are not connected to your soul, to the part of you that just wants to be living the fullness of your life. So there's a couple of questions that you can ask yourself to help you identify if you are in alignment with your soul's purpose or if you are living out of alignment with that. So the number one question would be is, do you believe what you feel is important? The second question would be, do you value what you have to offer? And the third question is do you know your own worth? So again, do you believe what you feel is important? Do you value what you have to offer? And do you know your own worth? Because those three things right there, like I said, if you are not living from your own voice, you're going to be making decisions in your life and having the experiences and the results that are not in alignment with that part of you that really just wants to be free and fulfilled and loved in this world and creating the life that you really want. So ask yourself those three questions. And then anytime you are experiencing struggle in your life, the thing that you can ask yourself is, what am I believing to be true in this situation? Because the thing is that when you look at it, when you're asking yourself that question, what am I believing to be true in this situation? You are identifying the real truth of what you're putting your focus on. So it could be, one of the things that you could ask is whose voice is this that I am hearing? Is it my voice, or is it a voice of a parent or a boss? It could be the voice of a friend or a spouse. And it's really important to identify that, because then you can know what you're making your decisions based on. Are you making them on your voice, or are you making them your decisions based on the beliefs and values and feelings of other people? And it's so important for the whole of this world and ourselves and everything energetically for us to be working towards being in alignment with the true nature of who we are. It not only is good for us, but it uplifts the entire planet. And so when you get to that understanding of what you're believing to be true and whose voice it is, then you can ask yourself, well, what do I want to be believing in instead? If it does not feel good to you, what do I want to be believing instead? And then it's just a matter of starting to practice that. The more that you come into understanding and having that awareness, the more clear you're going to be. And then you can actually then understand what you're believing. And if it's not in alignment with what you want to be feeling, then you can change that. You have the power to change that in any moment. The next thing that I want to share with you is a fun little exercise, and I was actually just at the co-op today trying this again. So I'll just share with you my experience so you understand. So what you do is, when I went to the store, I wanted to find some supplements. Now, supplements are a little bit expensive, and so I want to be kind of a little more mindful of how many I'm going to purchase today. And I want to purchase the ones that are going to be the most necessary for me now. So what I did is I thought of the ones that I was looking for, that I needed, and I went to that area. I picked up a product and I sat with it, and I think I did close my eyes for just a second. And all I did is I asked within, is this product what I need right now? And what I ended up then saying is, let me gently move forward for yes, and let my body gently move back for a no. And so the first time I held a product, I was holding it and I asked the question, and my body kind of sat there for a second, and then it gently started to move back. And so in that moment, I trust my gut. I've done this enough, and I trust myself and I trust my inner guidance to know that right now is not the time for me to have that. So I put the product back on the shelf and I went to the next product. And so I grabbed the product and I was looking around and I'm like, I'm just still not getting, I need some more information. So I asked the clerk to come over and I asked her some questions. And in the past, I may have just trusted what she had said and not listen to my inner wisdom and walk out and end up having this bottle that maybe I use a couple of times. I use a couple of the supplements in it, and then it sits on my shelf and I end up dumping it. And that doesn't feel good. So instead, what I did is I listened to her, and then as she went away, I sat with that again. And this time, as I'm holding this bottle, I didn't even move forward or backward. What I got was this sense of complete calm. My body completely went into a state of relaxation. And I knew that for me, that meant this is the right product. I'm going to take this one. And so it's really listening. It's like you're listening to, trusting and listening to your own inner voice. Not what the clerk said, or, not going on, oh, I really need this other product. I know that this is going to make me feel better, as the one I'm talking about that I did first. And I get that, and it's really not the best thing for me right now. And so I went to the second one and found that one, and that one is the one that's going to help bring the most results. And so that's the last thing that I wanted to share, is to really trust. That's the biggest piece at the end of all of this, is to trust what your inner wisdom is saying. And if something doesn't quite feel right, then you know that you can ask yourself, is there anything that I need to know now so that I can move forward? And your inner wisdom is going to give you some answers. You just have to listen to it. So again, I hope this information has been helpful. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me, and I just look forward to hearing any insights that you get from trusting your inner wisdom. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.